Hello, my dear students of class 12 geography. This is the first video on chapter 1 of India, People and Economy. The name of the chapter is Population, Density, Growth and Composition. In this chapter, we are going to study about demographic characteristics of India's population. So this chapter is in context of India. Previously also we have read regarding population, but that we have read about the world population. So let us talk about certain topics of this chapter. This chapter is an account of India's population, its distribution, density, growth and composition. First topic is a spatial pattern of population distribution in India. Means how are people spaced over the whole area of India. According to the census 2011, we find India's total population 121.01 crore. But the distribution of population is highly uneven in India. Some areas are highly populated, where some areas we find with low population, low density of population. Out of 121.01 crore, 76% of this population, total population of India, live only in 10 states of India. Which are those 10 states? 5 states, UP, Maharashtra, Bihar, West Bengal and Andhra Pradesh. These are the 5 top populated states of India. And the another 5 includes Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Karnataka and Gujarat. These 10 states together account for 76% of India's total population. That means in the remaining 18 states, we have just 24% of the total population of the country. This shows there is unevenness, uneven distribution of population, and that's natural. That is true for any country or any region of the world. All the places are not equally populated. And this is what we discuss in the spatial pattern of population distribution. In fact, we just present an account of the distribution of population over a certain area, over the country. So what we see, what we have discussed, that 10 states, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Bihar, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Karnataka and Gujarat. These are the states, 10 states that contribute 76% of the total population of the country. On the other hand, we find the share of population is very, very low in the states like Jammu and Kashmir, in spite of having considerably large area. Jammu Kashmir 0.98% only. Now it is another thing that Jammu Kashmir now is not a state and it has changed into union territory, getting divided into two parts. So but in this as a whole, Jammu Kashmir only 0.98%, less than 1% of the total population of the country is contributed or come from this Jammu Kashmir. Arunachal Pradesh 0.11% and Uttarakhand 0.83%, in spite of fairly large areas in these states. So the contribution of population from these states are very low. What we see one similarity in these states, all are the Himalayan states, hilly states located on mountains and hills. Now, let us talk about what factors are there that that influence the distribution of population. When we have talked the factors influencing the distribution of population in world, while studying the world population, that was in the context of the world, but the factors are same. Here, for convenience, we divide the factors in two groups: physical factors and socio-economic and historical factors. Socio-economic and historical factors. Physical factors and socio-economic and historical factors. Physical factors, as you know, physical factors include climate, terrain, the landforms, and availability of fresh water. These are the three main physical factors that influence the distribution of population. These we have discussed in details in the previous chapter of Fundamentals of Human Geography. Once more, we should discuss this climate along with terrain and availability of fresh water is very important. You see, water is essential for survival, and so right from the beginning, human have shown the tendency to settle down in the area where fresh water is easily available. Landforms, the plains are more populated than plateaus and mountains because plain provides a scope for agricultural activities and other economic activities like industries. It is easier there to develop the network of transport and communication, and that's why plains are seen densely populated, but the plateau, we don't find dense population in the areas with a steep slope, or in the areas hilly regions and mountain regions. And third is climate. The people prefer to live in the region of moderate climate. People do not like extreme climate. So generally the plains, the coastal plains, the deltas, they are populated because of their moderate climate. On the other hand, the areas with harsh climate, extreme climate are less populated. This is the reason that the North Indian plains, deltas and coastal plains are densely populated, while we find the interior districts of southern and central Indian states, and Himalayan states and states of northeastern region, as well as the western India like desert, they are thinly populated. But the North Indian plains, deltas and coastal areas we find densely populated. Social, economic and historical factors play a very important role in affecting the distribution of population. What altogether they include the settled agriculture and agricultural development, where we find agriculture is well settled, especially in the plain areas that show the higher number of population. Development of transport network, where it is easy to develop transport system, or along the main road, main rail routes, we find larger number of people. Area of industrialization, where the area which have a number of industries, that also we find better populated, because industries provide job opportunity, and along with industries other infrastructural development take place, and to avail them larger number of people like to live in the area. Urbanization, urban centers are densely populated, because urban areas provide better job opportunity, better medical facility, better transport system, and better health facilities, better safety to the life, etc. So urban centers are densely populated. River plains and coastal areas. River plains and coastal areas of India have remained the regions of larger population concentration, because of rich agricultural activities. Because these areas provide scope for rich agricultural activities. They provide fertile land, and with adequate supply of water and climate favoring the cultivation. Some areas have higher concentration of population. Because of an early history of human development. Suppose we have population in Indus Valley civilization, or Ganga plain, or in certain coastal areas. The people have historical affinity to that. People have been living, or they in their ancestors' place. Their historical background is related to that area, and so people do not want to leave that area, and that's why also such area is populated. On the other hand, the urban regions of Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Bangalore, etc. have concentration of population due to industrial development and urbanization. So these are the examples. The urban plain areas for agricultural activity, certain areas for historical regions, and certain areas for better industrialization and urbanization are densely populated. Thank you. In this video, you go through, listen it time and again, and in the next video we will discuss the next topic.